Happy Thursday! So this week we're talking about growth habits. And yesterday we talked about courage, and today we're going to talk about setting goals as a habit for growth. Because if you aim at nothing, you'll get nowhere, right? But it's so much more than that. So when I was 21, I ran my first full marathon. And I had never really run before, and I really wanted to. And during that training process, I uncovered my love for running, right? And ever since then, my big goal was to run a 5K in under 30 minutes. So about a 10-minute mile. That felt like the best fitness, the best health would be to get under a 10-minute mile, but consistently over 3 miles. So I've been running for more than a decade, and I still haven't run a 5K in under 30 minutes. I assumed that all I had to do was show up. I assumed that I would just run faster naturally because I would just run more. But that's not true. I haven't. I aimed at that 10-minute mile, but I didn't back it up with any plans, right? And then I also thought that if I lose weight, I would run faster. And I thought that when I ate better, I'd run faster. So I eat better. I've lost weight. I run more, but I don't run any faster. So how many of you have said things like, when things slow down, you'll train for that race, or you'll organize this, or you'll go after that dream? What about if you had more time with your family or with your husband, you would? And how many of you did that during the pandemic while it was so slow? Be honest. Did you show up for your family better? I did. Did you exercise more with all of your free time? I did. Did you research that dream, get on that dating app, do the things that you say you were going to do? I did. My clients did. And how did we do that, right? We set goals, created action plans, and worked through them. So before I go any further, I know a lot of people resent this idea of going hard during such a hard season, like setting goals during all this adversity. We should relax, let ourselves process, deal. By all means, go ahead and do that. I don't know about you, but my entire financial plan for the first 6 months of the year blew up when COVID happened. I don't have time to just sit and deal and process for 5 weeks and beyond, right? I have people counting on me. I'm counting on me. Time has not stopped. I have a business to build. I have a legacy to leave. I don't have the luxury of postponing my goal or having none and aiming at nothing. And more importantly, I know that the strongest steel is forged from the fires of hell, and I'm not going to miss this opportunity to grow and step into even more power, right? So if you're just sitting tight and waiting for things to go back to normal before you consider creating any goals, you can keep your excuses. This is not for you. So, for those of us who are still setting goals, who have dreams we need to accomplish, who cannot wait, do not want to wait, because really it's a choice, here are the 5 things you can do to set growth goals in your life. Pro tip, you have to write these down. You have to write them all down. So 1, identify all the important areas of your life. So this is like broad categories: career, hobbies, intimate relationship, personal relationship, spiritual, personal development, health and nutrition, fitness, etc. So what are the broad ways that you define the different areas of your life? 2, decide what you want in every area. So ask yourself things like, what are your values and ideals in each of these areas? What does living into those values and ideals look like? 3, define why you want it. So why is achieving those things important to you? How do you want to be remembered? Who's counting on you to make it? Number 4, develop a plan to get there. So plan for obstacles and identify success measures and milestones. Actually, sorry guys, there are 6 things. 5, accountability and support. So you need supportive friends and family, right? A supportive spouse when you're going through change at any point. We're just going through life. If you're growing is hard. Growth is difficult, and you need people who support you. So you need a supportive friend, supportive family, and you need professionals. You need professionals. And this can look like mentors, therapists, and of course, my favorite, coaches, right? And I take a both and approach to this. I have had a mentor, I've had mentors, a coach, and a therapist all at the same time. The ones I use the most, though, are my mentors and my coach. So mentors for me, like in real life, were hard to find at first. So I took on this attitude that I learned from one of my mentors, that mentors don't have to know your name. So I started looking for people who were steps ahead of me in the game, and in the game that I was playing, and then learning how they got there. And so a lot of people in my business on like a large scale have podcasts and things like that, but so do people who have smaller coaching programs. So I have learned from people who don't even know my name, who have no idea who I am. I'm constantly learning from them, and I just call them my mentors, right? And then I have a coach. I have a coach that's all mine. She helps me synthesize all the information I take in. She keeps me in the right mindset that ultimately keeps me moving forward in action all the time. She helps me pivot, and she helps me get over the daily obstacles I face. And yes, I said daily because I talk to my coach consistently. I, as a coach, am in consistent conversation with my clients. Showing up on your A game every single day is no easy feat. So a coach really holds your hand and walks you through that. And the last thing, 6, bonus pro tip, assessment. Remember, growth is better every day. You need to assess where you're going and what you're doing periodically. And you need to ask yourself, what is working? What isn't? Do I need to adjust my goals, timelines, action plans? And honestly, it's usually how do I adjust my goals, actions, and timelines, because you don't know what you don't know. So as you level up and you get these new things and you get these new ideas and you learn new things, your goals are going to shift a little, right? And when you know exactly what you want, the bigger picture doesn't shift, but how you get there does, because you know more. You get better at things because you're aiming, right? So when I say periodically, that means anything, but I will tell you that the more you assess, the faster you pivot. So I follow an influencer who assesses his day 3 times in a day, and he spots problems so fast, he pivots so quickly, and he gets things done exponentially faster than the average person, right? So big goals you need to assess periodically. Small goals periodically. It could be a week, daily, however that looks. How it's a very uncomfortable piece, but the more you do it, the better you can figure out what's not working and figure out ways to fix it, right? So that's number 6, assessment. So you need to take these steps for areas in your life that you want to improve, but also areas that you want to stay the same, right? Like that whole adage, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Wrong. That is not what we do for growth. You can't expect your amazing relationship or your amazing body to stay amazing without understanding what makes it amazing in the first place and what amazing even means, right? So take the time to set your goals so you can have a fighting chance to even reach them. The hardest part of reaching a goal is consistency. Am I right? Can you kill a 30-day challenge, then blow it up on the 31st day without ever looking back? Do you create a plan, stick to it, kill it for a while, completely crash, then start all over again? Aren't you sick of that shit? You're better than that, and you know it. What would it look like if you showed up at 75% every single day versus 5% sometimes and 10,000% other times? I am the queen of that. To have an excellent day and then have a shit day and then have an excellent day and have a shit day, or week or month or whatever. Like you finish this awesome goal and then you take like a million years off. The truth is, steady wins the race every single time. And steady takes transformation. And that's what I'm offering with my 6-month one-on-one coaching program starting in July. I'm working with a small number of people to completely transform yourself into a person who sets and reaches your goals every time. You'll know where you're going, clarity, get out of your own way to get it, mindset, and I'll champion you to show up every single day, consistent action, clarity, mindset, action. And because I believe in strength through adversity, I'm offering 25% off and an extra month of coaching. Grab your free discovery call with me in the comment or in the click on the thing below, the link, and book your session. So thank you for tuning in to the Daily Huddle with me, FranETN, where we work to live our very best lives and be our very best selves so we can have it all. Every week we pick a theme, and every day we discuss a topic in that theme. I'll see you here bright and early tomorrow morning. If you enjoyed this, please share it. Reach out to me if you have any questions about goals, and remember to give yourself a great day.